Welcome back. Luke's Wings is an organization dedicated to supporting wounded service members and their families, and we're happy to have them back on the show to promote this year's Fashion Takes Flight fashion show happening tomorrow night. We welcome back the organization's co-founder, Fletcher Gill, and military mom, Rosie Babin. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. So catch us up. For folks who aren't familiar with the organization, Fletcher, what is the organization?
Sure. We founded Luke's Wings back in January of 2008 with the mission of flying families in and out of Walter Reed to help them recover and support that long-term recovery process. In 4 years, we've flown almost 400 family requests. Last year we flew 139 with 39 right at Christmas. So we're doing quite well, and every year just trying to do more. So.
And I imagine all the support you can get is used really quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of the requests are immediate flight requests, you know, same day, next flight out. Some are a little bit further out, but we've become quite good at answering those emergency calls. You know, we use a travel agent, and we use cold hard cash, and we don't have any exclusivity with any airline, which allows us to really bargain shop for the right flight for the right family, you know, at the right time. So,
Rosie, tell us your story and the story of your son.
Our son, Corporal Alan Babin, medic with the 82nd Airborne Division, was one of the first severely wounded warriors in Iraq. He left a covered position to rush to render aid to a fellow paratrooper March 31st of 2003. So for him and our family, it's been a long road. We're almost 9 years into it, and Alan survived the battlefield and over 70 surgeries on abdominal reconstruction. And 6 weeks after he was wounded, contracted meningitis and suffered a stroke while he was at Walter Reed. So the stroke quickly became, you know, more paramount than the gunshot wound. And it's been a long struggle. Alan had to learn to relearn to do everything all over again, from breathing and getting off a ventilator to learning how to talk and move. He is a permanent wheelchair user, but has use of his arms and his legs, and so this young man who nobody thought would survive now is a hand cycler and an avid adaptive skier, and has the most amazing attitude and courage of anyone you'll ever meet, and has a new medical challenge.
I think a lot of folks, a lot of Americans, of course, are very sympathetic and supportive of wounded warriors, but they forget that there's caregivers who also go through maybe not a physical recovery, but a mental journey and an emotional journey. You're based in Austin, Texas, so to have that distance, it must have been really hard, but this organization must have made a big difference.
It made a huge difference. You know, initially when Alan left Walter Reed in 2003 for Texas, what was supposed to be a 4-hour medevac turned into a 12-hour medevac on a C-130 with him in a litter and me in a sling seat. And the thought of him undergoing that this time possibly just was fearful for us, and so we reached out to Luke's Wings and their partner organizations, and you know, within days they had taken over the work that I was doing to try to make this a better, easier trip for Alan and for our family. And they partnered up and actually picked us up in Austin and flew us directly to BWI, and Alan's surgery has been scheduled for next week, and they will be bringing his father up next week, and when our daughter is ready, you know, to come up, we'll be bringing her as well. And so, you know, we have so much to deal with, and our focus is always Alan's health and progress, and it's a blessing to have other organizations that can take some of those stresses off our plate.
And Fletcher, you must hear stories like this every single day. There are so many wounded warriors who need our assistance and their families behind them. So tonight you're hosting a fashion show. Tell us about that event.
It's actually tomorrow night, Saturday.
Tomorrow night.
Yep, and it's at National Stadium. We've gotten pretty good at throwing events, and we rent the bigger venues these days. Our last event was at Reagan National Airport, and this event hopefully will be even bigger, 300-400 people. It'll be our 4th annual fashion show. We have the dugouts and the batting cages. We've got great models. You know, we have the Act of Valor movie. The trailer of that's going to be playing. We've just got a lot of really neat angles and hooks to it. Great food, great sponsors. Kazi Investment Group has underwritten the entire event this time. So we have about 100 tickets left, and if anyone wants to come out, they are more than welcome to come to our website or Facebook and purchase a ticket and come join us.
Who are the models in the fashion show?
Well, about half of them are actually active duty service members. The other half are professional models from the agency, or THE. I don't really know. But it should be a great time. Last year, I mean, every year is wonderful, and it just keeps getting bigger and, better. So.
And how often are you getting requests from families?
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Yep. Almost every day. We work with the USO, the Red Cross, United Way, the VA. We have great relationships with 8 military hospitals, case managers, families, the Soldier Family Assistance Centers, the Wounded Warrior Transition Brigades. So we're just getting requests nonstop, and we rely on our donors and our corporate sponsors to fund all of that. And if folks want to come to the website, donate $1 or $5. After this event, our focus will be on Valentine's Day. So we have a new campaign called No Service Member, Every Service Member Spends Valentine's with Their Sweetheart. So we're trying to get all of their wives and girlfriends and just best friends into the hospitals to be with them on Valentine's Day. So. And
I don't have much time left, but finally, how does Alan's prognosis look? How's he doing and the future?
Alan is healthy and strong and the most amazing young man, and so we don't always take the prognosis because he continues to beat all the odds.
All right, Rosie Babin and Fletcher Gill, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story. There's more information on your screen. If you'd like more information, go to the website lukeswings.org. Admission for the event is $85. A great organization. Thank you.